Welcome to the show, guys. We are back and we've changed everything. So now we are officially a YouTube channel only. We're not releasing the audio version of the podcast anymore. And we are just going to be streaming live over YouTube. And this is the only platform now where you can get us. So, we're going to get straight into it. As always, I will be hosting. And I'm joined by the usual suspects tonight. Let me bring the boys in. So we've got Matty, Greg, Kyle and Dave. Welcome to the show, guys.
We're live. Here we go. Good evening.
Live on YouTube, on StreamYard.
I'm nervous, to be fair. I'm a bit nervous. I feel like it's all new again. I got used to the one where we could just cut it and just listen to it back in our own time and all that.
Yeah,
we're ready. We're ready.
Tonight, haven't we? We've got to be a bit careful.
Yeah.
But yeah, so things are going to be a bit clunky maybe at first because I'm sort of learning the ropes with StreamYard.
Shit.
any of you guys that are going to be watching that normally watch the boys over on the stoop, we've got director John helping us out tonight as well. He sort of showed me the ropes a little bit today. And
thank you, John.
Yeah, so thanks, John.
JC.
Cheers, John.
And so let's get straight into it. So we missed a week due to unforeseen circumstances. We missed a week of the show, and so we haven't put our prediction scores in for sort of the weekend results that have just gone. So
much to Greg's unhappiness.
Yeah,
we won't be running through that as we usually do. But we'll get on to predictions sort of towards the end of the show where we make our predictions for fixtures involving our teams. So the first things first that we're going to get into is we're just going to go and break down the scores, the games, involving our teams. So we're going to do it in order that they happened, as we usually do. So the first one up, someone's going to be not too pleased about it. United 0, Aston Villa 1.
Disgrace.
How does it feel, mate? And what's your opinion on the game?
Devastated, to be fair. I mean, I'll give Villa their credit. I actually listen. They're a good side. I feel like we had more than enough chances to win the game, but we just didn't finish. And it's a foul. It's offside. Sorry, not a foul. He's offside for me. And as much as I don't want to see him offside for that, you've seen a lot of goals being given offside for what Watkins has done. So it's a bit of a tough one. I'd want it again. It's one of them. I'd want it if it was my team that scored, bloody blah. But again, it's not good enough at home to have that many chances against Villa and not take them.
Love that.
Get me back to the other one. I don't like all this live. It wasn't great. It's bad result really. I don't care who. I think Villa are a good side, but you've got to be beating Villa at home. You really have to.
You had a chance to get a point though, didn't you?
Best moment of the season, that was.
Well, I was going to get on to that, Jones. Well, look, we spoke about this when Ronaldo joined, and I said things are going to happen eventually where he's going to upset the apple cart because he takes all pens and free kicks for Portugal. Bruno plays for them. He's going to feel that he should be doing the same for Man United.
No.
And I love, you won't, but I absolutely love the shithousery from Emi Martinez.
Can I just ask something about that Martinez incident, if this is true? Is it true that he asked Ronaldo to take the penalty because of something to do with strategy?
He was like, give it to Ronaldo, apparently. I think it was like, let Ronaldo take it. He's there pointing to him.
Be the best thing I've ever seen.
Oh, no, fair play to him. I mean, it's a terrible penalty.
After he missed it,
the dancing afterwards was good enough.
But I don't think you can give it to Ronaldo because I just think that would upset the apple cart. You know, I mean, Bruno has been, unfortunately, he's been our main man, our free kick taker. He's actually got he scored more.
93%.
Yeah, he's got a higher percentage.
93%. Like his finishing ability on penalties is a joke, but I don't know what he did. He just changed his run up. Like He never normally does that.
He didn't do the usual Colin Jackson sort of jump, skip, and whatever he usually
Hindsight's
does.
a wonderful thing. We can all sit here and say, "Oh, Ronaldo should have taken it." Bloody, bloody, blah. You can put the blah, blah, blah back up again if you want, but he probably
How's that Lemon getting on all right?
In hindsight, he should have done, but if Bruno would have scored, you know what I mean. So it doesn't matter. Listen, bad result.
Should put that chomp up.
Ollie out, get out.
Are you back on the Ollie out wagon now? Are you?
Every time they drop points, he's on that wagon.
I'm definitely.
When they win, he doesn't mention it.
I'm definitely climbing that boat again. The Ollie out ship. I'm climbing up the side.
He can't.
What HMS?
He can't handle it.
HMS Ollie out. Yeah, I'm fucking climbing up the side.
What were your thoughts defensively, Kyle, on the goal that you conceded though? Like it's obviously it's late on, but obviously a tight game.
Yeah, but they had other chances. Even the Maguire back pass and that.
Yeah, no,
Maguire had a stinker.
Yeah, he's injured now, isn't he?
I think
a few weeks, calf injury.
A few weeks, yeah.
Yeah.
What my main concern is, I think we touched on it before. I feel like now it's all about Ronaldo. It all has to. We've got that one way of playing now, and it's sort of again. In all fairness, Greenwood weren't all about Ronaldo. He, as much as I love him to pieces, I think he played really well. He just shot from everywhere. He was like sometimes just look for the pass. Look, there was a couple of times I think Ronaldo's actually free in the box, and he could have just maybe chipped it over. Who knows? But he was just shooting from everywhere, left foot, right foot. Don't care where I am. I'm just going to hit it and see what happens. Which is, you know what I mean? I get it, but when it's 0-0 or when it's I don't know. Just be a bit more clever there, really. But
do you not think though that what do you buy Ronaldo for, bro? Like
the City didn't have him.
You got no, but
yeah, basically, innit?
But you got other talent that you signed. Obviously, at the back, Varane, Sancho's come in. But what you bought him to spearhead your attack to maybe go for the title. So what did you expect? Like it's all about him. Of course, it's about him. He's like one of the goats. Do you know what I mean?
No, I get that. I do get that, but I just think with the play, it hasn't always. You can see like you're near enough. Every time when someone gets the ball, he's the first person they look for. It's we've got to get him involved. He's got just give it to him. Just give it to him.
But
that's not just him though. Just because that's who that happened. Look at Peter Crouch. You put him up front. What way are you going to play? Yeah. Up to him. It's just what you do. Like do you know what I mean?
I get it. I just don't want it all to just. I don't want our game to literally be. We'll just get it up there and give it to Ronaldo and let him score. Give it to Ronaldo. You know what I mean?
You shouldn't have bought him. You shouldn't have bought him, man.
I didn't buy him.
We did touch on this a few weeks back, saying like the pros and cons of signing. Like Greg said, go. No doubt about it. One of the best players to have ever played the game, but at this stage in his career, the way he plays is just not the same. And does that affect Man United overall game?
Long term, it might do.
Yeah,
but again, he makes our squad stronger. That is in a way you can't argue with that. He's improved the squad. So
it's an interesting dilemma that you have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I mean
because he can't. At some point, he's not gonna play every game. I know.
I bet he plays most of them. I really
do.
I think Ollie is petrified of subbing him, dropping him.
Yeah, I think that too.
Yeah, but you lost to Aston Villa. It's all right. Next.
Absolute shithole.
Shithousery.
It was a great header. I can't actually remember. I actually called this, but someone was marking Horse.
Was it Cavani? Cavani was not.
It was someone I was thinking, why is the centre half not on him? Someone who's actually,
Tarzan.
Like someone, whoever was marking him, it was someone I was thinking, I think it was Cavani, yeah. But for me, you stick your centre halves and your best headers on the big guys, didn't you? You get them in and around, just you know what I mean. I'm not.
You aren't any Horse as well.
Yeah, but also you didn't have anyone on the post. What's happened there? Because if someone was on the post, I think that might not have. It could have been prevented potentially.
Yeah, but maybe maybe they're just a lot of these teams now do zonal marking and things like that, don't they? They don't always have this man on the post. They just mark areas. I think the days of having someone on the post, you don't often. Well, you suppose you do still see it, but it's maybe not as much as.
Yeah, I would say.
I think you're right with that. There's a lot of weird tactics with corners these days. Like in Sunday football, I don't know about you, I've never had a free header in my life, but Premier League.
It's because we don't move like that. Like we just put it on the edge.
No, okay.
Oh, bro.
And you're fucking wrestle people on Sunday League as well.
Yeah. But you see like a player about 3 foot high marking the tallest guy in the picture, just like who's playing in that one. It happens all the time.
But
yeah, it's true. The question is now, Jonesy, like
Great header.
After Bruno's missed that pen, horrific miss as well. Like Martinez has obviously rattled him there because, like they said, he didn't even do his usual set up and his usual run up to the pen. But is the pressure now mounting? Because you've obviously seen the post that he's put out on all of his social media. Bruno Fernandes. The way the stuff he's posted is almost as if he's died.
Is it him though, or is it a PR? Is it a PR company?
PR. I reckon that's PR.
I haven't seen any of this. So what's even?
How much of these people's accounts are really them? Do you know what I mean? This could be someone else, bro. Sorry.
Even so, though, Greg, like whoever's managing him, like surely the club have some sort of say in that. Like that's poor effort.
You can't be putting that sorry.
He'll be on the next one, and he should be. To be fair to you,
that's what I was going to ask. I think he will be.
I think
one more. I reckon he's got one more. He's got one. I reckon he might have one more.
Yeah, if he misses the next one, they might think, well, listen, just have a little breather, wait till Ronaldo misses, and then we'll put you back on. There's my
Rat boy.
Get that off immediately. God.
But yeah, bad at the office. We move on. We move on for a defeat tomorrow against Villarreal, probably.
Oh, I feel like so. Well, they've got history, haven't they, with you? So
they've got previous.
Well, yeah, we'll swiftly moving on anyway.
Yeah, let's move on.
Talking of defeats, move on to my boys. We're sort of used to defeats at the moment, but yeah, it's a bit of a
5 foot. I got 5 foot. Oh no!
No, didn't do it, Greg. Unlucky though. Quite good effort. Great effort.
Fuck's sake.
But look, it says it all, boys. You know how passionate I am with Leeds, and you know how blinkered I am when it comes to predictions involving my boys. But what I even sent to you, my prediction for this game was a 2-0 loss. That don't happen. I don't do that. But that says where we're at the moment. We're so depleted. And if I'm totally honest, going into this game, I'd have, if you said you get a point, I'd have fucking bit your arm off. And obviously going into the last minute, we had a point. And but going into sort of the last minute, I'm fuming that we've only got a point. For the first half, we were the superior team. We were superb. Charlie Cresswell, 19-year-old boy who's come in at centre half, and if you're coming in as a centre half straight out the under 23s and your debut at senior level football is against Mikel Antonio, it's not the ideal scenario really. Someone who's going to fucking bully you, but the complete opposite happened. I know Antonio's obviously gone on and got the winner, but it's one of them things. But the majority of that game, he was non-existent. We obviously stick to our man-to-man marking, and we whoever's on a certain man will follow him all over the pitch. And Cresswell was like a bad smell around him, mate. Antonio couldn't get a yard. He was all over him. And one thing I loved about the boy is he was getting stuck in. He was sort of bullying Antonio at times, which is, there's far more senior and far more experienced centre-halves that can say they would never be able to do that. And there was a lot of positives to come out of the game. We looked a lot more like ourselves, for about an hour of the game, and then we just fucking fell off a cliff. And I think a lot of that is to do with we've got limited numbers at the moment, having to play every game, these boys. We've got a lot of young kids that have had to come into the side, and the senior players that we've got, you like to Cliff and Harrison and players like that, are all.
He missed a good chance
from COVID.
Click missed a good chance, didn't he?
Click did miss a very good chance, mate. Yeah, it was. It turned out to be a superb block from Kufau. He got a toe on it, which knocked it wide, but he shouldn't have had the opportunity to do so. Look, Clicky could have put that in, and he usually does in them positions. He could have also squared that to Harrison for a tap in, but it was just one of them situations really. But it's I'm going to make a bold call going into the next few weeks now.
Steve.
Although
I've heard it
well,
before.
you have, and although like, people were sort of jumping on the whole second season syndrome, blah blah blah. We've played some fucking hard teams so far. Like, we've had a horrific start, but we've had some like quality sides that we've had to play, and teams in form as well. Like you likes of Everton and West Ham, they're good sides anyway, but they're in form, and we played them when they're in the middle of a good run of form. And then obviously Liverpool, Man United as well. Like these are difficult games. You know what I mean?
Just stinks of Bielsa burnout for me, but
we'll burn out when it's the first game of the season. But yeah, like I'm going to make a bold call that our next 4 games we've got Watford, Southampton, Wolves, and Norwich, and I'm going to make a call. We win at least 3 of them. I'm going to say we get 9 points minimum.
That'd be good. That'd be good at them 4 games. To be fair, that's.
I actually wouldn't be surprised if we won all 4, because I think once we get a win under our belt, the players will sort of be like, "Oh fuck me, like it's fine, we're back." You know what I mean? It's almost like some of them are playing within themselves at times. But I saw a lot of positives coming out of that game. It was really disheartening at the end with them. Like their first goal was so fluky. It took about 12 deflections on the way into the fucking net.
That was unlucky.
Every defender and then just hit Firpo.
Well, that
it was unlucky.
It was, but that again, it's another thing. Like when your luck's in. Like there's times where when you're playing and you're not playing great, and that happens for you, and you're like, yes, when you end up getting a win because of it. Like West Ham weren't at their best really. Like they came into it. The last half an hour they dominated, but they weren't at their best. And it's a sign though when your luck's in, they've gone and got a fluky goal, and then the last minute.
Also, I think that's part of West Ham's improvement, that they're able to pull results out without particularly playing well. They don't have to dominate a game, but I've got to have a shout.
And Antonio's just clinical now.
I was about to go on to that.
He's so clinical, it's unreal. Like every chance he gets in, you kind of think he's going to score.
That first touch he did, but the way he set itself up for him, that was some touch, by the way. And to have the calmness and a cool head to finish it like that, knowing that it's last kick of the game, you're going to win if he puts it in. I mean, that was quality, I have to say.
It says it all as well. Like that's his first real chance of the game. Do you know what I mean? And he's stepped up to the plate and put it away. He's almost in that sort of vein of form where you give him a chance, he will put it away. He's so confident in front of goal.
How many goals has he scored so far? The Prem?
I don't know.
Quite a few though.
It's got to be. Is it more than that?
Might be more than that. I don't know. He's got a few though. He's got a few.
Literally.
Fair play to him.
And the other thing, like obviously going into the game, there was a lot of rumours about who was going to miss out for Leeds, and a lot of them players did. And the one man who I didn't think was going to start and did come up trumps again, the boy.
Great finish. Great finish.
What a player Rafinha is. And it was a great finish. And I don't know if you see, not long after, it was probably about 10 minutes later, he's done the same thing, and it just come off the inside of the post. And at that point, if we go 2-0 up, West Ham could get a good hiding because we were on it at the time. You know what I mean? And it was one of them sort of situations where that happened to us against Newcastle last year, where we got a couple of them goals went in early, and all of a sudden, like the tails are up, and we just go for the kills. You know what I mean? It's like they smell blood and they go for it, but it's not quite happening at the moment. But I think there's a lot of positives. Cresswell, like I said, Jamie Shackleton coming in, another youngster, done very well. Meslier in goal again, fucking amazing. Whenever he's called upon, just pulls a fucking save out of the bag. He's brilliant, the guy.
Yeah, some good saves in that game, to be fair, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was another boring game involving us.
First time I've even heard of that Cresswell was I actually watched him against Fulham in the Carabao Cup in the thing, and I thought, do you know what? He looks, again, didn't know how young he was, but he looks big, he looks strong, he looks like he can come out with the ball as well. I mean, I didn't watch the whole game, the Fulham game, but then to think that he started in that and didn't get absolutely pushed about by Antonio, like held his own a bit, to be fair. I think, I mean,
it's
having him over Coops or what?
Well, look, by the way, John's just put in, Antonio's got 5 goals and he's got 3 assists
bad.
as well. So yeah, it's a great shout from me. But yeah, it's a funny one, Jonesy, with the Cooper situation, because I love Liam Cooper for what he's done for the club, but I think, and look, stats tell me that I'm wrong, because he's up there in a lot of the stats in regards to sort of like performances within the team. But I think we've got to the stage where he's probably our fourth best centre half, and now Cresswell's burst on the scene. If he continues with what he's shown straight away, he could be our 5th best. Because
I think throw him in, honestly, this Cresswell. I think just listen, let him.
He's arguably
give him the chance. Now. Yeah.
Like he's come in against Fulham because we had no fucker left. He's had to play centre back with Calvin Phillips, and he was man of the match, and he was superb. And then they followed that up with Bielsa going, tell you what, I'm not scared to put him in the Premier League against Antonio, against a good West Ham side, throw him straight in, and he's come up trumps again. Like I said, regardless of the result, and obviously they got late goal and whatever, the performance aside, like result aside, if that Antonio goal don't go in, Cresswell's arguably man of the match at the end.
Again, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's almost a stage where you go, well, you can't ignore that. Like Pascal strikes back the weekend, and it wouldn't surprise me if Bielsa drops Cresswell, brings Pascal back in, and goes Cooper and Strout. But
why has he been out for?
Yeah, for me, I'd play Cresswell and Strout. I really would. And I know that's a youthful centre-back partnership, and Cooper's got a lot of leadership, and you ain't got Ayling there either at the moment with his leadership skills. But fuck it, roll the dice.
Just a quick question about Leeds. Like, I think when Leeds have a fit first 11, I'd say they're more than a match for anyone. Do you sort of worry about the squad depth that you have when you do get big players out? Because I think that's what's killing Leeds a little bit at the minute. Like, if Phillips gets injured, or one of them first names on the team, like Bamford suspended or injured, like I think that kills you. But you definitely will give anyone a game if you have your strongest 11 available.
Yeah, totally agree. The depth is a problem. Yeah. And it's always a problem with Bielsa teams because he doesn't like a big squad. He looks at, you have a certain amount of players there to pick from, and as backups, he will rely on his youth players. He will bring in decent new players and he'll give them the chance. And I like that, but at the same time, in the Premier League, when you're new to it as well, it's potentially disastrous. But that's just one of them things, I think, this season where, like I said to you boys, the priority wasn't going out and spending more money this year. It was sort of containing what we've got and tying down your Phillipses and Bamfords and people like that to contracts and making sure we can sort of solidify, and then next year we go again. But when you now look at the team and you've got Bamford out, you've got Ayling out, you've got Strout, he's coming back, but you've got Llorente out, you've got Robin Koch out, you've got Harrison, who's only just coming back. All of a sudden, that's a lot of first-team names that...
And a lot of players that started consistently last year and went on a bit of a run without being in the team.
Well, Bamford needs to start scoring.
What's that, mate?
Bamford needs to start scoring, like get his tally up again, because obviously he had a good year last year.
Yeah, he did. Like, he's got one so far this season, but he's missed the last two now for injury, and I don't actually know how long he's out. And the other thing is the senior players that we've got that are in the team are performing below the level they were last year. Like Stuart Dallas isn't at it. Like, he's had a lot of off the field things. Like his best friend died a couple of weeks ago, and apparently it's going to affect you. But he's not been himself, and it's almost like everything that could go wrong is all going wrong at once. But I think once it starts to pick up, like a few of these players start coming back in, all of a sudden we'll be all right.
And the run of fixtures is obviously looking a bit more kinder in the next few games. So
I think they'll be more than all right this year. It's just obviously a bit of a bad start.
Well, that's the other thing. I'm still not worried about relegation. I think we're miles better than at least 5 teams in this division.
At least Norwich. At least
Spurs.
Oh mate, I can't wait for my turn. Oh.
But well, there we go. But that's where we're at anyway at the moment, boys. So every cloud. And yeah, there's positives to take out of it. I'm going to remain positive, and yeah, at least 9 points out the next 12 for us. And yeah, before we know it, we'll be above Spurs. So let's move on to the next game at the newest stadium in the Premier League. Brentford 3, Liverpool 3.
What a game, by the way.
Greg, what the fuck, mate?
What a game of football.
Yeah, it was a good game.
This had echoes of the Leeds Liverpool game at the start of last season about it. This.
Just it's weird. It was a weird game. Obviously, like, you know, they took the lead and everything. But yeah, it was a weird game. Like, it was very exciting. They weren't scared to get on the front foot. They hit Trent's side 100%. Targeted him.
100%.
Yeah, basically, mate. And their goal was all right, to be fair, but can you say it's poor defending? I don't know, but they obviously they did target it.
Thanks, Ben, for that comment, by the way.
Terry with an eye.
They're killing me, mate. Is it one of them games, sort of, Greg, like that you look at and it's just a 1 in a million sort of barnstorming, high scoring game, or has it flagged up worries for you?
No, obviously, I think that, you know, once they obviously go back and analyse that, they'd obviously see certain things to do with how they targeted Trent or whatever. But obviously, I think he's missing now. I think he's injured.
Yeah.
But we've got Millie.
Apparently, they're not sure how long it'll be.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, groin. I don't know. But we've got, obviously, Millie can play there, and obviously he's going to eat Grealish up. But yeah, no, it was a funny game because obviously once we got back in it and went ahead, like, you're kind of thinking, oh, we'll press on. And then obviously their second goal, I don't know, it's just a bit. 2 of our players got underneath it, and he rose above them, and I was like, oh my days! Like, the fact they're back in it, and then yeah, again we get ahead, and you think, just see it out. And then this geezer comes out of nowhere. I've never seen him. He's got the shiniest head I've ever seen, and like, it's just giving Jones a run for his money. Yeah, giving him a run for his money. But yeah, what a finish! What a finish, by the way.
I've never even heard of him, Greg. Janelle and Wissa.
Yeah, the way he lifted that was fucking class.
It's such a good
finish.
It
was a great finish.
Because it's easy in that moment to panic and just put your foot through it.
But just
smash it into Alison's face normally, something like that, isn't
it? Just a head in hands moment, like, just. I was like, no way.
Also,
but
shout out to Christopher Aya. What a block that was.
Oh, off the line, yeah.
Unbelievable.
But I think I have to say David Raya as well. Like, he's you know, he's doing all right. He may be proving a few people wrong.
Double save was sensational, mate.
I think Brentford might be this season's Leeds, what Leeds were last season. I think a lot of neutrals were actually like Brentford. You know what I mean? I've actually always liked them as a club in the Championship. They've always nearly got there. Do you know what I mean? They're a good club. I think a lot of people like them. I mean, what do you boys think is the worst result? Man United's or this one? If it was your team, what would you?
I think Man United is the worst result.
I know they've got a point.
Well, it don't matter who's his worst. You lost, and we drew. So I mean, that's redundant.
I actually think by the end of the season, this will turn into a decent point. Not many, I don't think, will go there and win.
Well, after this, Arsenal getting turned over 2-0 first game of the season doesn't look that bad now. We had an absolute shoddy team put together and come away 2-0. I'll take that after seeing.
They did. Tony pulled off of Matip and was going on to, like, Trent's side. That's what Ben's saying there. Like, they targeted that.
Tony at the moment.
Yeah, I think Tony. He looks
but you know what?
Premier League player for years. He's
why would
very, very good player.
If Kane's out of form, Bamford's injured, you've got Ings or Watkins, You've got Ings or Watkins, and they start
playing week in, week out over.
Watkins is always offside, mate, so I wouldn't pick him.
Well, and he missed that one. And he missed that one. They gave him a glorious chance, and he missed it. So,
yeah, fucking sack him.
Why would you not give Ivan Toney a little go? Like, he's a bit of he looks like an absolute beast.
I think there's a potential call up from Jamaica on the cards as well. So he could be
100%. That's what I'm saying.
Where he wants to play, and obviously
Toney up top.
One of his teammates plays for Jamaica. That's Pinnock. He plays for
Ethan Pinnock,
yeah, Ethan Pinnock. Yeah.
They've got some ballers, mate. They've got Kemal Roof, Antonio as well.
Mate, shout out to him, to Pinnock, really, like starting at Dulwich Hamlet and then making his way all the way up, like Forest Green and that.
That's epic.
Fair play to him, man. He's decent, yeah, and he don't look out of place.
Go through the system and get all the way there, innit?
Yeah,
100%. But
beautiful story.
But yeah, well, there we go. Like we said, Greg, I think it'll turn into a decent point at the end.
I hope so, mate. To be fair, you know.
The important thing is you didn't get beat, did you? Like that was.
But again, yeah, when the thing is, although we conceded the 3 goals and that, we're looking so dangerous, which so it's not a bad thing. It's just a freak where they've scored 3, hopefully. But
well, look at it tonight, mate.
It's not.
You've just gone 3-0 up against Porto. Your man's just put you 3 up. So.
Big most.
This is it. That's what I'm saying. So it's probably going to be a good point for Brentford as well along the way, because obviously, hopefully we'll carry on with the form and that. So yeah, no, it's good. Right. I weren't too displeased.
Well, let's get on to the one that 2 of these boys have been waiting for. And it's going to be quite nice, actually, to hear the Arsenal fans actually
been waiting long enough. Jesus Christ.
So over to you boys. North London derby. We did name this stream. What colour is North London? So what's the answer, lads?
Red, obviously.
Resoundingly red. Yeah, it was just brilliant, to be honest. I don't know what else to say. I've not seen us blow a team like that away that quickly since probably that game where
1998.
Alexis Sanchez done Man United, scored a couple of goals against them early on. That's the last time I can remember us doing something like that.
Keep dropping now.
It was beautiful to see, to be honest. Let's be honest, Spurs were absolute dog shit, but I don't care about that. I'm giving the credit to the boys. The combination play.
Did you see the quote from Jamie Carragher? There was less space on the moon than there was on Tottenham's midfield. That's probably one of the best things I've ever heard.
They got absolutely slated by just every pundit going. They got completely ruined. I mean, they deserve it because they were shit. But Arsenal did put them to the sword. I think it's the first time Arteta's picked his full strength team. I think that's the first time he's got the best out of his squad. Yeah, and it's. Obviously, the attack was great, but the thing that's letting us do that is the defence finally looks sorted. And I was saying to Matty the other day when the game was on, like a lot of the talk is about kind of like, Gabriel looks twice the player with White next to him, and we know White's gonna come good, and we all know Tierney's good. But the thing that's changed it for me is having Ramsdale in there and that Tomiyasu has just tied the whole thing together.
Tomiyasu's my new hero, by the way.
He's unbelievable. What he should have been man of the match for me. And Ramsdale, I know.
Well, they're all high-fiving.
I was
they're all
high-fiving.
That's a totally different attitude, isn't it?
But what Ramsdale's done for that defence is like every single little victory, every little slide tackle, every little block, he's there fucking like patting people in the back, high-fiving. He looks a bit nuts. He looks a bit crazy, which I quite like. Like he's celebrating.
He's like the tackle-free of goalkeepers, isn't he? Like
exactly, just galvanises everyone, so they actually look like they're enjoying defending, which is what you
want. You're new Leslie.
But yeah, I mean,
by the way, Messi's just fucking absolutely.
I've heard it. I can't see it.
Jesus.
So yeah, it was just great to see. To be fair,
well, Ben commented there in the comments. I popped it on screen. He said, "What do you call it? It could have been a cricket score at half time." So
there is a little bit of me that is absolutely distraught that we didn't smash them for 6 or 7 because I think they were there for it. It was
They had
there.
the opportunity to, mate.
They were awful. I couldn't believe what I was watching.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't
was
expect that
terrible.
from Arsenal, not this year. Not unless
Yeah,
you're
I
playing
agree
West
with-
Brom on a Tuesday night or something. You look at
Oh,
that.
the geezer that just lost to Villa is giving it Billy Big Spud. And Ollie out when they lose one game at home. All right. Dry your eyes.
Where are they? They're down there somewhere.
Let us have our moment, mate. Let us have our little moment. It's been a
I
long
agree
time
with that
coming
as
in
well from Ben.
You done really well.
50 mil for
We'll
Ben
give you-
White. and
Give you a
that's
couple of minutes.
But so obviously, like you said before, Matty, as well. Was it the Croydon De Bruyne you call him? I've said,
No,
I've said
he-
before about him.
He
I
played
said,
well. He played well, didn't he?
He was running them like a bath, mate. They didn't even know where he was going, to be honest. I mean, I did think it was a bit of a call to play him on the left. I think if Odegaard's fit, I think Arteta wants to start him in the middle, although they are quite interchangeable. But for me, he ran the show. You can see on the counter-attack, they're looking to feed the ball to his feet all the time. The running off by Aubameyang, that's the most up for it I've seen Aubameyang in a long while. He looked like, I'm gutted he never scored another couple of goals to probably boost his confidence a bit more. But I echo what Dave said as well, like them two at the back high-fiving each other, beating their chest, like when they make one slide tackle. You never saw that when Bernd Leno was in goal, did you? I mean, they couldn't even speak the lingo. They weren't even talking to each other. So I think putting Ramsdale in when he's put him in may turn out to be a bit of a genius stroke.
Yeah.
But
there was one save he made as well from the shot that got looped over and it was dipping in.
That was. I mean, I didn't realise how good it was until I saw the replay. But literally, it was fingers. If he doesn't touch that, that's in. And that
he goes with one hand, can't reach it. He flips to the other hand. And
it could have been squeaky bum time. You know what I mean? If they nick that. But another one I wanted to mention was Granit Xhaka. I mean, everyone knows I'm not Xhaka's biggest fan, but he just does Granit Xhaka things. 1 minute he's got the ball, he's slowed it all down, and he's passing it about, and he's neat and he's tidy, and then the next minute he's just doing some madness. He's jumping into a tackle that he's got no need to jump in for, like he's in the A team or something. He's just gone nuts. And you're like, Arteta's got to get a hold of him and go, mate, like you're going to cost us if you keep doing this nonsense. And I mean, I don't know if it's a blessing if he's out for 6 weeks or not. I'm so confused about the guy. It's just mad.
But Matty, the thing that's nice now though is before, like the sort of squad we had, when someone like him was missing, even though we're not a huge fan, you'd be worried. But now when you've got like a Lokonga coming on, suddenly all these little buys that are like mediocre buys, and everyone's not that excited over him. Suddenly the squad looks a lot.
There seems to be a bit of an option there now when he's not there. But I think if Lokonga plays well for the time he's out, it might see him go in front of him, and that might nail down his starting position.
Where did you nab this Lokonga from?
Anderlecht captain.
Anderlecht.
Oh, sorry, king of the pronunciation.
No,
Shit, there's Anderlecht. Oh, all right. Fucking hell. But yeah, no, obviously massively over the moon. I just wish we'd have smashed them for another couple of goals. But moving forward, do I give Arteta credit? Is it a bit too early? Because in the Norwich game, I thought he was going to be out the door. But I think the jury's still out. He needs to go on a bit. We need to go on a bit of a run now, I think, to be honest.
Yeah, you can't just hang on three wins.
No, you can't.
He's got
I mean,
to do
looking at the fixtures moving forward, we got Brighton away on the weekend. I mean, they're in very good form, although they probably should have lost last night. Then we got Villa at home. No, Palace, and then Villa, both at home. I mean, tough games. So we'll have a chat in another 3 games time and see
what I love about it is before the international break, you were bottom and Tottenham were top.
Apparently,
you've got above
that's the first time that's happened in Premier League history. The reverse that quick.
Oh, really?
Yeah, apparently. So I read.
Yeah,
but
nice.
we're happy with that.
How did Party play anyway? I was on the piss. I can't remember, but I heard a lot of people on TalkSport raving about him.
Good.
Yeah, he done all right. Yeah.
The problem with him is every time he gets tackled, you just think, oh shit, is that going to be in for 6 months now? Yeah. But when he's on the pitch, he's decent, mate.
What do you reckon on Kane when he lost the ball and he actually come back and made a tackle and then just Saka finished him?
He was absolutely put. He was terrible. He just looks lost. He looks like he's been let out into the field and he doesn't realise that the other Tottenham players are playing with him. He just looks so lost.
He just can't see that. He just can't see that red flag.
How much would he be next year if he carries on like this? How much?
£4.75 at this rate.
As long as he gets some change. I wouldn't want him. I'll be honest with you. I mean, obviously, I know he's pretty. I just don't think Kane would go out there to play bad. But I just.
Steve Bruce wouldn't want him next to Joe Linton the way he's playing at the minute.
Joe Linton.
Talking of like players leaving and that, then boys. Ben's whacked the question in there in the comments. Who do you think still needs to go at Arsenal?
I think, to be fair, Xhaka does. For us to move forward, he does need to go. We need to get someone like a Bissouma in.
I'm with Dave on
and
that,
trade him
100%.
out to move forward.
For
me, moving forward, we were going to get rid of him. We spoke about this before. And then he'd done that stupidness against Man City, which was half unforgivable, really, to be honest. What is he doing? But he's got that moment of madness in him. He's never going to be consistent. He'll have 3 good games and he'll do something and you think, like, what's going on there? He's a red card waiting to happen, in my opinion. Pony. As for the rest of them, I think Lacazette will be off come next season. He's not starting regularly and his contract's up. He'll be gone.
The experienced centre-half as well. Who's the experienced centre-half?
Oh, yeah, you know that one.
Who is it? He's got to go. Who is it, Greg? The experienced one, the really experienced one from Brazil.
Oh, Pablo Mari, the one who played in the Brazilian ninth tier. He might be off. He's not quite Segan, but I mean, you know.
Segan is
Stepanovs.
Maldini.
He's more Stepanovs.
You know the story about Stepanovs, that he got signed on a wind-up and he basically kept a contract for like 2 or 3 years. Because one of the Dennis Bergkamp, Ray Parlour told Dennis Bergkamp to tell Wenger, "Oh yeah, worldy, clapping everything he did when he was on trial." And he ended up getting a proper contract. And Ray Parlour said, "Nicest geezer in the world," but really, what was he doing? Wenger's listening to something that Bergkamp said, and they've had him. And where has he ever been? He's vanished off the face of planet Earth ever since Man United ran right against us at Old Trafford, I think. With Dwight York.
I was listening to it. It was hilarious.
Have you seen it? The TalkSport interview. It's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah.
You wouldn't even think it was real when you're listening to it. And they're winding Keaton up, saying he's better than him and everything.
I caught the end of that. I caught that bit on. Was that the day? Was it? I did. Yeah.
I'll have to get involved on that. I've not seen that.
I do like Parlo. He's a lad, isn't he?
He is, mate.
Boy.
Romford Pele. What a guy.
Love to go for a Cobra with him.
Yes, you probably won't come back.
There's another comment for you, boys.
I don't mean how could you use the phrase great if he doesn't even start? I mean, he's not even coming off the bench, so obviously he's on Arsenal Fan TV, which pretty much says it all, to be honest. And I'm not. I
mean, he come out of nowhere. He was second division Brazil, there's a talent there.
The same league as Pablo Mari, or was that a different one?
What's that, mate? He's not as experienced as Pablo. He's not as experienced as him. I mean, he's only a young boy. Mari's 28.
Good point, Greg. That's a good point, mate. Good point. But yeah, I think he's a good player. He's a good player, but he doesn't.
I don't think he's shit.
He's good enough to deserve more of a chance than what he's got, isn't he? He's good enough to warrant more minutes. He keeps getting little niggles. Obviously, he got injured at Liverpool, I think, after coming back, and he showed a bit of promise, and then he got injured again at Liverpool. Like, he keeps getting these little niggles, and that it's not helping him.
I think we have a lot of we've got a lot of players that are interchangeable on the wing.
Well, I mean, you've improved your squad now.
Pepe didn't even come on at the weekend, did he? I mean, he wasn't even used. So he's obviously that. I think that team that he's put out in his mind, that is the strongest team.
That's his best team, yeah, definitely first choice team.
So
in his mind, anyway,
yeah, for now,
100%.
There we go. For context, Ty said that on the overlap where Carragher, but that was fucking brilliant, actually. Did any of you watch that? The overlap?
I've not seen it all. I've seen little clips of it, but I'll have to watch it, actually.
Is that the same thing that the Tyson Fury interview was on? The same platform?
Well, it's Gary Neville's channel.
Yeah, I've seen the Tyson Fury one. I ain't seen the other one.
But they done a live one where they had, it was Carragher, Neville and Roy Keane on stage. Being interviewed, just chatting about the upcoming season, and then they had a panel of fans of each club basically in the audience, that were sort of putting questions to him, and I was one of the whatchamacallit, fans in the audience there. But Roy Keane was fucking sensational, as always, on that as well.
That comment aimed at us or someone else?
Quality.
Kyle's got Desperados behind him on the floor. He just
Get me a Stella. Get me a Stella, quick.
so there we go. So Arsenal, North London is red, and you're back in the winning column, and it looks like Tottenham are on their way
thank God.
down. So yeah, superb so far.
Win-win situation.
They're on the DJ decline.
Nuno's going to lose his job before Ole Gunnar.
Off the back of that, we're going to. Oh wow! By the way, Sheriff have just scored a last-minute winner against Real Madrid at the Bernabeu.
What I shot.
No.
2-1.
Sheriff.
To the deputy.
Real Madrid have finished, mate. They are absolute anti-Niemi.
No, they're from Spain, Carl. They're from Spain.
After I sang Rick Astley with Gareth Davies, I can't sing again on the show.
That's it, yeah.
That will never be better, really.
But off the back of them results, anyway, boys, we're now going to go in and we're going to do our nominations for the usual.
Nominations.
First one up, Baller of the Week. Who are your nominations? Ben just made a good comment. Spanish football is finished. Not wrong, to be fair.
Full stop.
On that note, I read something today that some moody Arab firm are bailing out Barca for like 1.5 billion with some low interest rate payment thing, and they don't have to pay a bean for years. Anyone confirm that? Anyone watching?
No,
Not heard, no, mate.
Who's the moody Arab firm?
Real Madrid have robbed the Spanish government for years, so Barcelona have got to try some new tricks.
Yeah, well, again, Mr. Tom's put in, they need the Super League money to be able to beat the likes of Sheriff. To be honest, there's a reason teams like them didn't want to pull out of it, mate. They're desperate for that. Absolutely desperate for that. But, yeah, so who's your nominations, boys? We'll go to you first, Matty. Nomination of Baller of the Week.
I can't pick any Arsenal players, can I?
You can't, unfortunately. No, that's
Okay.
for everyone watching. That's the rule we have in place.
Jamie Vardy. I mean, he scored 2 and then scored 1 at the other end. So
It's a hat-trick, isn't it, really?
yeah, really. So yeah, I've got to say Vardy. Obviously, if I can't nominate any of Arsenal's players, which I probably would have said.
Thing is, he could have had a hat trick. He missed a sitter, a header.
He did, didn't he? Yeah.
So I'd say Mr. Vardy for me.
I'll tell you what, the longevity of him as well. His Premier League career has been absolutely superb.
What a player!
For a late starter as well. Unreal.
Legend, the guy. Absolute legend.
Great player.
Kyle, Baller of the Week.
Emil Smith-Rowe. I have to give it to him, don't I? Matty's mate. Yeah, goal, assist in a big game like that. They needed the result as well. So, it's, huge, really. So, fair play to him.
He said it was the best day of his life afterwards in the interview as well. Best day of his life, I thought. My boy.
He clearly ain't been on a lad's holiday yet, has he?
Exactly, yeah. Let him have his moment. It's the best day of his life.
He enjoyed it.
That's what you want to see from your players, isn't it? Big time. Greg.
I was going to. There's a few people in mind, like Antonio, for carrying on his form and scoring and that. But Smith Rowe done well, but I'm going to give it to Raul Jimenez.
Oh yeah,
because his goal was decent and it's his first one since he's back. And yeah, looked bullish. Looked back to. He obviously took his headband off in frustration in the last game and whatnot. And then with the goal that he got, like, bossed the defender and then finished it. He looks back. So, yeah, fair play to him for coming back from that.
Play that last comment on the big screen, please. Immediately. Nice to meet you, Ben. Love you already.
Ben, you're fucking spot on. And to be fair, I was going to vote for it, but it would never win. So I'm going to have my say in who's going to win instead. So I'm going to go with Smith Rowe as well. He was absolutely brilliant. As much as I give him a bit of stick at the start of the season, saying he's just a nice player, he doesn't really do enough in the final third for me. I thought he was really good.
I do see where you're coming from. It's a big season for him. If he can manage to notch 8 to 10 Premier League goals, I think that would be massive for him.
Yeah.
I think confidence is a massive thing.
Of course. Then there's a long, obviously, we're very early on in the season. We got fucking 30.
The thing is, he's a little bit behind Saka in that respect, where he's got to do some more things to actually think I belong here.
Yeah,
because he's good enough. Because he is good enough.
But he's got to do what he did in that game.
He's got to be clinical. He's got to be clinical on more occasions, and then he'll start to believe that he is good enough.
Could be the making of him, that game.
Yeah.
Genuinely could be. It's massive, isn't it, for an Arsenal player to do what he done? So it could really be the making of him. DS, over to you, mate.
Well, I could vote tactically now, but I'm not being a prick. Like, I'm going to stick with my first thought, and that's Raul Jimenez, because of
Raul Jimenez.
Yeah, the goal was just like, for what happened to him to come back, and then the goal, he was second best the whole time against that defender. Got round him, a couple of great touches to just kill the two defenders again, and a great finish. It was just a nice moment, so that's why I'm giving it to him.
You're a better man than me, DS. I would have voted tactically there to
Yeah,
get my man to it.
It's a dead eat. So, yeah, to be fair, I'm gonna have to go with what Mr. Thomas has thrown in the comments. It's from a Leeds bias. Deserved for his goal against West Brom, which sent Leeds up. I always say it, he's a Leeds legend.
You're a hero, isn't he?
So I'm sure all the Leeds fans that will watch this will echo my statement. So is that all right with everyone if we go with that?
Well, he got a goal and an assist, didn't he? Goal and an assist.
No.
No, that's not what I said.
Well, the fans have spoken. So, Mr. Tom, you have to decide.
What is this, a Leeds channel? What is this, a Leeds channel or what?
Leeds and Arsenal.
Well, what team did Lokonga come from?
Anderlecht.
Anderlecht.
It sounds a bit in Emmerdale.
Well, there we go, boys. It's in. Set in stone.
Hey.
Emil Smith Rowe.
Well done, Emil.
Well done, that man. Here he is, baller. So that's.
He's not in the Champions League though. You can't use that. You don't play in the Champions League.
If I could see Rowe going through my fridge at 2 a.m., I'd make him a sandwich. That's fucking quality.
Was it?
He's a funny guy. Great comment.
I'd make him a sandwich. What's the matter? What's the matter with you, Tom?
Wait, Mr. Tom, not in Kyle's fridge. You'd have eaten it all.
There's no peanut butter and jam left in my fridge.
Nah, gone, mate. Gone.
So the next one we're going to go in with, boys, is the other end of the scale. Donkey of the week.
Easiest donkey.
Do we need just put his picture up now? We don't need to even vote.
We've still got to go through it, boys.
Just put it.
So
Splinter.
Bearing in mind, he's probably going to be the only one who doesn't vote for this fella. Kyle, who's your donkey of the week?
Bruno Fernandes. Full stop.
Oh, brilliant.
Still love him.
Not Ole Gunnar for not giving it to Cristiano.
I still love him, but listen, whatever I say, you might as well make it a clean sweep because I know you boys are going from you. You knew what you was doing as soon as that penalty went up over the bar. So it's Bruno. Have it.
Mate,
go on.
Yeah. Well, look. Is there anyone to make it easy? Is there anyone who isn't voting for Bruno?
You are no longer my fellow DJs. The lot of you.
Tell, where's the tumbleweed going across the screen?
Get it. Penalty king himself. Commented Fernandes.
Well done,
there we go.
Cheers, mate.
So that was probably the easiest donkey.
Well, oi, I'm not being funny. What a week to crown it on as well, like for the opening YouTube show.
Love it.
It's crowned, mate. It's set in.
Love it.
Bruno is donkey of the week. Oh, mate. Long may
that be sick is he can score a hat trick and don't get baller, but he misses a penalty and gets donkey.
Best place for him.
It's fucked.
Did any of you not see match of the day too? They absolutely killed him on it. At the end, they had like this sort of montage where they spliced in the moon landing, like the 10 down to 1 countdown of his kick, and it's like the shuttle taking it. I was crying. Brilliant.
I'll tell you what, Ben's just thrown a comment in. That's not a bad thing for us to start doing.
Keeper of the week.
Martinez, just for the shit house.
I mean, that was fantastic, by the way. And he's an ex-Gooner, so
let's have a little look at the games. Let's have a little quick look.
It could be something that we add into this, actually. Keeper of the week. Not a bad little shout there from Ben.
Find it hard enough doing baller and donkey. Adding a keeper into the equation. But
yeah, that is true. It's going to be Melier most weeks, to be fair.
I don't really fuck goalkeepers. I'd have to give it to Martinez if you're going to do that, like just for his shit house or he really.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
for the two instances, the one saying to Ronaldo, "You have it, pal," and the other one for his little shimmy that he did in front of your crowd. I mean, that's good.
Yeah, that is true. But yeah, so that's baller and donkey sewn up there, lads. So the last thing we're going to have to do before we finish the episode is we're going to go through our predictions. So running across the bottom of the screen, we've got our current standings in the predictions league. Cocky bollocks, Kyle there. Somehow,
8 points clear.
Yeah. What do you mean only 8 points? I've only got 8 points.
No, you must have more than that.
Your love of Leeds lets you down because you just predict the Leeds win every week. So you're never going to win this, are you?
No, well, not unless we will. Oh, look,
unless you start winning every game.
Next 4 games, mate. Called it. So this is where my season goes up. It's well, it says it all. Like Dave said, did I watch Match of the Day? I've not watched Match of the Day at all this season, which normally tells me how well.
Delete.
Yeah, just I only watch it if we win.
Yeah, when you lose, it's not the thing you want to be watching, really.
No, they just dissect it too well.
Especially when other teams on the panel have won, that's even more of a in the wound. So I feel your pain there.
Got no time for Match of the Day unless we win comfortably.
Fair comment.
So we're going to go in with our predictions just for the games involving our teams for this weekend. If the table was referred to Terry Green. Thanks, Tom. Yeah. I could
the Leeds army are out in support of Terry.
That is looking in a positive. That's been positive. That is, yeah. Look.
Well, that's what me and Matty have been hanging on to after the first 3 weeks. So you can't knock it, man.
Top 5, lads.
Yeah.
I'm going to catch him. I'm coming.
So the first game in we're going for, and we'll start with you, Kyle. We'll go in the order that the table shows for each prediction.
So you can all copy me, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm joking.
The first game up is your boys, the Scummers, versus
You've got
Everton.
Trombit and Sonia. Go on, son.
What's your score, mate?
I'm going to go 2-1 again, United.
Fucking United.
Wait, who have you got, by the way?
Everton at home, haven't we?
Scum bastards. Yeah, Everton at home. If you say it first, Kyle, it's normally.
Oh, is that how it is?
Yeah, that works, yeah.
Yeah, you said it first.
Yeah.
I get you now.
2-1 United.
Why is everyone called fucking United? I can't have it. Oh.
There's only one United. There's only one United.
Not having that. Right, Boyle.
I am all over a Desmond, like Ben has put in the comments there. I think this has got goals in it. Got goals, man. Desmond.
Could well do. Dory.
1-1.
Dory, no.
This is a fucking tough one, this.
It is tough.
1-1's a good shout, to be fair.
I'm going to join you, Matty. I'm going to go Desmond on this.
Desmond.
Yeah. Everton have got some goals in them at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
Andros is on flames, isn't he?
Mate, ever since
Ever
he's been to Turkey, he's having a worldie, isn't he?
Best hair transplant I've ever seen, Carl. You do need to get him up on that, by the way.
An afro style, yeah.
Nothing wrong with that, boys.
Yeah, but you haven't got a high top. You've got a low top. Or no top.
Long back and side.
Have a look at the volume on that.
VO5 over there.
Next game in, boys, is the main one. Leeds versus Watford. Kyle.
Who's at home?
3-2.
Oh, he said it first.
3-2. Dave.
2-1 Leeds.
Boyle.
I don't think, no disrespect, I don't think Leeds have got 3 goals in them at the moment. I think it's going to be small steps in order to progress a bit more. So I'm going to go the same as Dave. I think Watford will nick a goal, 2-1.
Greg.
Yeah, I was going to say that, but with you two saying that, I might as well. I'll go 2-0.
Thinking outside the box there, Greg. Like it, mate. Like it.
See, that's what I was going for, but now I don't want to.
27-0 Leeds.
3-0, boys.
Only 27.
You're going 3-0, Till?
I'm going. Well, I had down 2-0, but
Is that what you was going for, Carl?
Well,
I've gone 3-2. I think it'd be a tight game.
I don't think Watford have got a goal in them. I think.
Yeah, I think they've got 2 in them. To be honest with you, mate.
Well, we'll soon see.
Johnny Boy commenting from us, love it.
Leeds 27.
Raphinha plays 21-7. Brilliant.
Yeah, I actually fancy that. I'm going to go 3-0. I can't go the same as anyone else. So, next game. This is a tight one as well. Brighton Arsenal.
I think we're going to win.
Yeah, I think off the back of that, I think you will. 3-1.
What?
Sorry, 1-3. 3-1 Arsenal.
Fucking hell.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Dave.
What's it first? 1-0 Arsenal.
0-1.
0-1. What's it first?
Boyle.
I think Arsenal are going to win, but I'm a bit undecided on the outcome.
You must rush him, mate.
I think it's going to be very, very close, but we're going to nick it 2-1. They've had a lot of luck recently, Brighton, I think, as well. They shouldn't have got a point the other night, to be honest.
Nah, not at all.
That's why I think this game might be easier than that.
You missed, by the way. Any chance of squaring that to Benteke or what?
No, you don't swear.
You know what Henri said? Henri said he would have killed him.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Yeah, that was awful. Palace should have won that.
Greg.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay, he loved the goal against us as well.
it is tough. It's a tough one, this one. Right.
It's tough. Cool.
I reckon 2-1 Arsenal.
2-1 Arsenal. Right, this is a really fucking tight one, this, you know. You know what? I'm going to go the same result that you got this weekend, boys. I reckon it will be tight up to a point, and I think once you go ahead, I think that'll be it. I'm going to go 3-1 to Arsenal.
I just hope we can build up a bit of momentum and just keep a little bit of a run going. Hopefully Ramsdale will get another clean sheet.
See Ty's mate Morphe. Yeah, he loves a goal against you boys, doesn't he?
Got a bit of history against us. He basically finished Guendouzi's Arsenal career.
Yeah.
That was the end of Guendouzi after that game.
Yeah, no, it was, wasn't it?
Bye-bye.
Oh, I always thought he was all right, actually, that Guendouzi.
Yeah.
Bit hit and miss, but he had a bit.
I think he got chucked in quite soon, and he didn't play too bad more often than not, I would say. I'm a bit gutted we threw him away that early, if you know what I mean. I think there's more progression there from him.
Yeah, because he's still a young kid, isn't he, really? He's still, early 20s or something?
I just, again, like the Saliba thing, not having him. But
yeah,
very interesting what happens next year with Saliba. Maybe we even play a back three and have White, Gabriel and Saliba all playing at the same time.
Well, realistically, you still need cover for them two, because if one of them two gets injured, we've got fucking Holding or Mari coming back in, which is just
Mari.
Like...
Yeah, but it's all about the experience. I mean, bring Mari in.
Brighton 3, Arsenal 1 from the fans there, boys. What do we
There's my
reckon
mate
on that?
Bandy. Go on, son.
You never know.
Cool.
You never know, Bandy. You never know, mate.
Wow.
Hopefully we'll knock him, Bandy. Be Andy. There you go, Bandy.
Well, the next one, boys, fresh off of a contrasting evening in the Champions League. Liverpool going away to Porto and winning 5-1.
Smashing it.
And City going away to Paris and losing 2-0 at the hands of little Leo. What do we reckon on Liverpool versus Man City this weekend?
Oh, what
Jonesy.
a game, by the way. This is hard to call.
1-1.
Where is it? Seriously, where is it? Is it Anfield?
At Anfield, yeah.
Listen.
That's why they're first, mate.
Obviously, Gregory.
Was that me you just said?
Who predicted that?
Yeah, you, mate.
What do we have?
Yeah, I think neither one wants to lose this. 1-1.
Dave, you fucking hell, DS.
I'll follow you, mate. I'll just follow yours.
Splinters.
I ain't going first next time. Fuck off.
Boyle.
Got to do something a bit different here. Got to do something a bit different. 0-0.
Gory.
At 85% don't believe that that's going to happen, but I've just got to think a bit different. I
think we do them 2-1.
Ooh, big call.
Well done.
I'm gonna go. Let me look.
I don't care what you think.
Right. I just wanted to check that I weren't copying Ben again, because every time I've not been looking at the comments, I've been putting mine in, and Ben said I copied him. I'm gonna go with a sneaky 1-0 win for City. I think it's going to be very similar to their performance against Chelsea. In the words of ESPN, it's Manchester at Liverpool. Oh God, love that.
Loving this.
Go on, Bandy.
Well, look, it's a tough game, mate. Anything could happen in this one. You just never know. But yeah, I'm going to go a sneaky workmanship 1-0 from Man City there. So that locks our predictions in anyway, boys. So now we can't
Manchester Blue.
We can't argue about this weekend. The locked in.
Bandy's a Pro Evo boy, isn't he?
That is true as well, Tom. That's probably why Leeds ain't in the top 4, because we'd have to be falling if we was. But yeah.
Ask Porto who's boring.
Yeah, fucking hell. Well, that sort of ties
That's what
up.
I mean. They've knocked all the battery out tonight, Greg. I think they're going to run it down. They'll be natural.
Nah.
That ties up everything that we had down to talk about. Is there anything else anyone wanted to discuss while we was on here, or anyone in the comments wanted us to?
I'm liking this new format, fellas, with the comments, etc.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Very good.
Yeah, good to be on StreamYard.
I like it a lot.
I like it a lot.
You won't when they start cunting you off in the comments.
Was that Carl's fringe or?
Where's he going? Down the road.
Is that the rest of your varmint, Carl? That just flew across the screen?
No, that was
No, he looked like Callum Robinson, who he's plonked that on top.
No, that was too puby for me.
KT. Top man Ben, he said he's gonna spread the word, get it out there.
Yeah, nice one.
The more we get sort of watching and that, boys, the better. We're still a way off sort of being pure manufactured on here, but we'll get there. And Greg, actually, before we go, who are you boys playing this weekend? The Mighty Colliers Wood.
I think we've got Walton Ayrsham, mate.
Walton Ayrsham.
I think.
Fingers crossed you get the 3 points, mate.
Fingers crossed
yeah,
you
we'll
get some
try,
petrol to get down there.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. I missed training already, but yeah, dispatched Punjab at the weekend.
Yeah. Where are you sitting in the table now, mate?
Do you know what? I've been looking. We've had a few bad results in the league,
You
but
gotta put more effort in, Greg.
That's shocking, isn't it? Really.
Doesn't know.
no, I just don't look at. Just got to concentrate on. Just got to concentrate on playing, and I. Do you know what I mean? Don't worry about the table.
It'll sort yourself out at the end of the season, Greg, won't it?
Right, I'm
Yeah,
just
this
trying
is
to
it.
up. I'm just trying to have a look, see what we got. Yeah, what we got here. Sorry, mate. I don't know what I've missed. Not much, Bandy. Just us talking shit as usual, mate. I don't know if you got any of the Leeds. You might have missed the Leeds talk, but it'll be on there,
Bandy.
mate.
Baller, Emil Smith Rowe, Donkey Fernandez.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
Oh, yeah, John's got it up there. True Professional doesn't look at the table, Ben said. And John's got it up 5th place. So that's not bad.
5th place. Doing all right.
Yeah,
Doing all right. We've had a couple of bad results. We've just got to get back to winning ways in the league now.
European
Maybe if they
spots.
start you, that might happen, no?
Said like a truth.
Nah.
Up the wood.
You can't say anything, Lee.
Up the wood. Up the wood.
Jamie might be watching. Jamie might be watching.
Oh, brilliant.
I tell you what, Greg, you have a couple of good games. Maybe Brucey will be on the phone.
Oh, mate. I'm up. To be fair, my stats are probably better than Joel Linton's this season.
Did you see the tweet by St. Maximum saying how Steve Bruce got 92 base on FIFA? That was.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say.
He's good on Twitter. He is good on Twitter.
He is very good, yeah.
Steve Bruce beating the subs for the celebrate.
Oh, mate.
Jokes.
What an absolute legend. Who's getting FIFA 22, boys, by the way?
I don't play it enough. I just don't play FIFA. I know you boys all stay up till like 5 o'clock in the morning. I mean,
I don't play FIFA enough. Every time we have a tournament, he wins.
Yeah, he's fucking.
All right, Pinocchio.
He doesn't play with other people on there. He just practices on his own. Like fucking anorak. What's this? Title Squid Game on Netflix. Is that right?
Yeah, someone just messaged me about that Squid Game.
Yeah, I've watched one episode of it. It's mental. It's like it's Korean
thing. What is it?
It's like
you've got to survive. You're going to die, basically. You've got to survive.
Yes,
Japanese thing.
They're a bit out there, the old Jack, didn't they?
It's like what's that program with Craig Charles's Takeshi's Castle bit, horror, but horror. Yeah, you die.
Yeah.
Oh, right, I love this.
No, I don't like it.
Kyle will have nightmares.
Take the wrong step and you get absolutely annihilated.
I'd have to watch that during the daytime or something. So I can't watch it before bed.
The curtains open.
All the lights on. Make sure his mum comes over to fucking look after him.
You'll go for a few bags of Doritos watching that, wouldn't you, Carl?
Oh, cool.
Much better, boys. Love it. Yeah, it's better, Bandy. Much better. We get a bit of interaction with you guys as well. Much better.
The whole 4 fans that we've got.
Yes, Ben, I will be playing it later. As soon as we come off of here, I will be cracking on FIFA, mate. So,
I've got bed.
Get back into Division 4, mate.
Oh, God.
These boys can't handle it, can they? Eh?
You're a nightmare, mate.
Yeah, I am. I really am.
I wake up every morning, I see your message in the group, I'm like, fucking 2:13, 3:30.
Yeah, no.
Get up.
I was asleep 45 hours ago.
Yeah.
And I'm still tired when I get up.
I've had 7 dreams by then. Somewhere.
I'm late, I love staying up late, man. The thing is, it's not even like I'll have a lay-in. Like, I'm up early with the kids and that.
But John wimps. Well, we've all got a time difference, John.
Yeah.
It's midday for him.
Zoning out.
Yeah, we'll text John at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning saying, come on,
Make me a bacon sandwich, John. Yeah, too.
I do love that, Mr. Tom, when they're showing the players' reactions to their FIFA cards. It's fucking brilliant.
The Carl Walker one was funny, wasn't it? Did you see the Carl Walker one?
That was class, mate. Yeah, they pranked him, didn't they? Saying his pace was like, what was it, 70 something?
They've got Foden faster than Walker.
Playing with those damn Yanks. Oh, we have to carry him through, Ben, don't we, mate? Show him how it's done. You should see Ben's character on there, boys. He's got a fucking fuchsia pink afro. He's all over it, the fella.
Decent.
I will have to
get back on soon. Yeah.
Good crack, lads. Been fun on there. Until Chris comes on and ruins it for everyone. Right, boys. Well, that'll be us anyway.
Yeah, man.
Thank you to everyone who's watching live, and anyone who's watching this after the actual live stream. Thanks as well. Make sure you slap a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. And yeah, spread the word. Like, share it out to as many people as you can. Get them involved. The more people we get in the comments, the better. And yeah, it's going to hopefully go up a little bit from there. Ben, oh, cheers, Ben.
Thank you, Ben.
Looks like Ronald McDonald, his character. He does. But, yeah, thanks for everyone for tuning in. And,
thanks, guys.
Same time next week.
Yeah, see you later, everyone. Thanks for tuning in.
Cheers, guys.
We will
laters.
all in. So yeah. Take care, lads. All the best.